I've got a member of my target audience here called Sophie. She's going to tell me what she thinks about the artist website so far.
Um, I like the font choices for like the retro type font. It kind of looks like paper cutouts. I think it's cool. I like how it goes behind Amy because it just goes back and forth in a loop. I think that's kind of cool because it's very satisfying to just watch it, just stare at it. And I like how she's cut out. I think she's cut out pretty well, so it's not like it doesn't look out of place. I think the banner that just says musician is a bit weird. Not gonna lie, because it just kind of just says musician with like no context. Like obviously she's a musician, but like that's like is that all you're gonna say? Do you know what I mean? But like I like the color grading on this. I think this is being edited. I like how it's been done. It looks pretty realistic.
Well, what do you think it needs to like properly change about the homepage then?
I'd just say more stuff on it because having just
Like what?
musician, you need like context of like where she's from. Maybe that's covered on the about page. I haven't seen it yet, but you need at least like what type of musician she is, or what types of songs she would sing, or something like that, because it just needs more background context. Also, I think this like anything it could like benefit from like maybe being in color or something, because the black's kind of just like why is it black, do you know? And like you've got this is bits black, and then like the navigation bar's green, and then these are like red and blue. So it's just like you need like a clearer color scheme, to be honest.
Right, can you go to my about page, please?
I don't think it will.
What do you like about the about page?
Well, I like that there's a big image. A big image is always good because you can see the artist, and I like how there's an introduction to it, like who she is. But I feel like there should be um, more context into like where she's from, and because it just kind of says that her name is Amy. Like I like how it's kind of down to earth though. It's not very like it's not like written in third person, so it's written from her point of view, which makes sense.
What do you think needs to change about this about page then?
I think it needs just more context into her, just like delving more into her like maybe her background, or like the reason why she likes music. So like where she's from, what type of music she makes, why anything like that that just gives more context. And also I think that if there were more like if there's more color on the site, that would be good as well, because it would draw attention to important pieces of information on this page.
Well, please move to the videos page, please. Now, I am going to let you watch these videos as we go through, so I'm just going to turn off the mics quickly and press play.
Hi, I'm Amy Dormer. I'm a very small artist from Cheshire, and I am producing some new music soon, so stay tuned.
So, what do you think about that?
Well, I get the idea. I get the idea, and I think the idea of it is good, like with the flash photography going on at the same time. But I feel like there's just a lot going on, as well as not much going on, if that makes sense. Because like, I like the background. I think it is wonky, but I don't know if that's what you're going for. But like, I like the idea of the flashes, but I feel like when you have her voice, then you have the ambient sound, and then you have the flash sounds like on top of each other, it kind of goes a bit like distorted in what you're trying to hear. And the when it says with the text on it that she's a very small artist, I feel like you would just put small instead of very small. And also this like all this information that's on this video should be on the about page as well, like because I didn't know she was from Cheshire until I watched that.
Alright, so let's move down to the next video and give that a watch. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
May.
So, what do you think about that video?
I don't get the context, but it's funny. I think that's what's the point
That's
is.
kind of the point. There's a few more videos I've still not been uploaded to this website yet, so or edited or anything. So that needs to be done. That'll be done soon. So I'll get some more feedback on that when it's done. But anything else? What do you think I need to change about these? About the current like situation of videos right now, or the webs, or like the video page?
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like they should both be like the full width of the page, because they kind of look a bit weird when they're just like in that section, like the grid section that they give you on Wix. But like, I think they would be full page, and maybe if the first one at least was like auto playing as soon as you opened it, I feel like it would be more engaging, because like clicking on each one is kind of like I just couldn't be bothered to do it.
Alright. Well, is that if you're done with the video page, I'd like to move to the next page,
Oh no. Oh, do I have to? I keep forgetting.
which is the photograph page.
How many pages do you have?
So let's start with photograph 1, shall we? And we'll just short like little bits of feedback on each of them. So the first photograph,
Oh.
what do you think?
I can tell it's been edited, but it's been edited pretty well. Like I can tell that it's like either been blurred or like drawn on like the grey background. But I like it, and I feel like it's done pretty well, and it's a good like first image to open onto.
Alright, let's move to the second image. It's one on the left.
I like the direct address in it. I think it's probably it's like it looks the most conventional as so far that I've seen to like an actual musician website.
Okay.
I like the blurred background as well.
Okay, let's move to the third image, which is the one next to the second image.
I like Amy's like pose, and I like that she's like looking off into the distance kind of, but I feel like this like I think it's like smoke or like the grey. It just kind of like makes it just like not very engaging, because it's not as clear as the rest, so you can't really see her face as much. So maybe if it was like brighter,
I
it'll
must
be
like to
better.
say that photograph is the mist from my car's headlights.
That's edgy.
Then let's go down to the next photo. It's the wide photo on that line.
This is also like quite conventional for a music artist website. This is probably the one I would use if I was making it. I would probably make this the one that is like the homepage main image, because it's pretty like clear, and there's like it's focused on her face. I think this might be the best one I've seen yet.
Okay, yeah, that's all you have to say. We'll move to the next photograph.
Have you cropped this?
No.
It's kind of cropped weird on the website.
It's not been cropped. That's how it's been taken.
Well, I think it should have been taken more to the left, because it's cropped off half of her hand. Well, not half of her hand, half of her like arm. But I do like it other than that. Unless you like were going for edgy half crop. But
Anyway, let's move to the next photograph.
do these come as a pair or
No,
individual?
two separate photographs.
Okay. I like this one. I like how it's blurry in the back, but I think the like actual like Amy in the actual photo looks a bit blurry. I know that's like kind of the point, but I think it would be better if she was like still and the background was blurry. I don't know if that's like possible, but I think it would look better.
Alright, let's move to the next one, which is right next to that.
Yeah, it's the same with the last one, except I think this one was a little bit more blurry, like with Amy's actual like body, and the first one was less blurry. But I like this one because it has direct address in it.
Alright, the next photograph, which is bottom left.
I think there's too much headspace in this photo, but I like the idea of it. I do like the background, like this graffiti background. I quite like that. And I like how she's looking away, but I also feel like she's too low down in the photo.
Alright, and then let's go to the final photograph on the page.
I think this photo is really cute because she looks super small, and I like the idea of it because this is like the types of things I like. And I like how she's wearing all black in it, and then the whole like most of the rest of the background of the image is just red. I think that's kind of cool. But the thing with this image is it has to like kind of link with the color scheme of the website. So I would say if like red's not the color scheme of the website, I think you should like maybe edit the hue of it or something to make it a different color, the red, because I think it's still a really good picture.
Alright, let's move on to the next page, which is the live page. A bit of context about the live page. She's not on tour anytime soon, so I've given a little teaser. So let's click onto that.
What if I wanted to see her live?
And it's just a simple photograph with her, and then the name, and then city tour dates announced soon. What do you think about the page itself?
Well, obviously there's no tour dates. I know why, but like, I feel like you overuse this font too much. Like if it, like I get the title of like I get her name being in that font because it is a cool font, but I feel like the bit that says like tour dates announced soon should be a different font because realistically, you need more like readable fonts, like more conventionally readable fonts. I do like the image though, and I like how the text goes like kind of around her. But I feel like it would be better if the image was like fully spread across the page because I can kind of see like the line of where the image stops. So I think it would be better if it just filled the page and that was like all you saw, or it had like a little like teaser of like what year the tour dates are gonna come or something like that, or what month. Just a little bit more insight.
Alright, so let's move over to the shop page. We'll skip that because that is a page that's currently in the works. And not
I
finished
love
yet.
shopping.
So we'll move over to the news page, which this is some vibe we're going for. I'm going for the news page, basically just updates that's going on.
Let me read it. Wait. You use this font too much. I'm sorry. I feel like you need to use more different fonts. Like the font you have on the navigation bar, I feel like should be your like readable font. So like I get her name in the like in this like cool font, or maybe like the capital letters of her name or something, but it's just like so much for me. I'm just not in a bad way. It's just my eyes are like Amy, and I feel like this is written not in the same tense as the About Me page, if that makes sense. So the About Me page is written from like Amy's point of view, right? So it's like first person, I think, but this is like kind of third person. So it's like it's being this website's being created.
Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the website before we finish off?
Can I go back to the home
Yes.
page? Can I go to any page, please?
Any page.
Ooh, I forgot about that. I think your navigation bar needs to be more equal. Like the bottom bits, like the actual navigation bar bit, and like the space above the title of like the homepage is just like too much. It needs to be just centered more so it's more equal. And also you need to like fully establish your color scheme of the whole website, because you've got greens, then you've got blacks, then you've got white, then you've got red and blue, and then like some of your images have like purple or like red, or like you just need to pick like a simple color scheme and stick to it, unless your color scheme is like chaos, which I don't know. I think that might be what you're going for, but like you still need to like kind of just like pick 2 or 3 colors, maybe around that, and just keep them consistent.
Alright, thank you.